Well guys, here's a quick update on my workshop progress. I've done quite a bit since the last video, and I've got quite a bit more to go. But I ran some of my low amperage electric on this side, which will be basically for battery chargers and the radio and things like that. This side here is going to have the 30 amp 1210, and I decided, because I'm really into cooking and food prep and so on, that this area here I'm going to make, I don't want to say kitchen, but a food prep station, so to speak. And there's two outlets. I just finished running the wire to them. They're not wired into the breaker box because I don't have one yet, so I'm kind of shooting from the hip, and this wiring is currently temporary. But I'm going to put a sink in here, a countertop, and I did decide to go with the plywood for the walls, and it's kind of lame, but I'm on a budget, so the CDX is a little cheaper, and that's what I'm going to use. Paint it white. I have some, it's not Pergo, I'm not exactly sure what it's called, but it's this, it's much thicker, and it's supposed to be waterproof. So that's going to be for my quasi kitchen area, prep station for food. My wood stove is going to go in this area with a chimney out the back, and that should keep the place pretty warm. I decided pretty much I used 2x8 by 16s and cut them down to 2x8 by 14s for my ceiling joists. They probably would be fine, but I'm only going the first 4 feet for storage, and I bought the insulation board for the rest of the ceiling, and I opted to put the ceiling on top as opposed to on the bottom, so that I can access any electrical or do any other thing like that I want. I bought these lights at Lowe's, and they were a challenge to put together because everything seemed to be bent and cattywampus. And what really irritates me, and apparently everything irritates me, is I bought enough bulbs to do the 6 lights, and that means I needed 12 bulbs. They come 12 to a pack, T8 GE daylight bulbs. And, out of the box, 3 of them were bad. They don't work. So now I've got to take time out of my schedule, go over and exchange them, and it's just one thing after another, I'm telling you. But, yeah, I ran all the lights to a central box and over to the switch. And this is just temporarily wired in. But temporarily it's going to work. Like I said, I have to get a new breaker box, and I'm probably going to put that right in here somewhere, possibly right here. And I'm going to do a barn door for my door, like a sliding kind of door. I really didn't want the intrusion of a door opening in or out, because that's just a problem creator. So, yeah, we are chugging along. CDX is going to be for the walls, as I said. Paint it white. I've got some fairly nice 1x2 trim. You can call it trim, but they're actually furring strips are right there, to be honest. Some of them. And that's going to be the trim around the baseboard and the ceiling and all the horizontal seams, because this is going to be run, the 4x8 sheets of CDX are going to be run horizontal as opposed to up and down. So just a quick update on what I've got going on. And this isn't finished yet, the ceiling, so to speak. We're just, like I said, it's such a lot of work, and I'm doing it by myself and making props and brackets and all kinds of crazy stuff to hold things in place while I level them and square them up. But it is what it is, and I think this is going to be pretty darn pretty darn awesome. So again, just a quick update. Wanted to bring you guys along, and we'll keep chugging along, and I'll keep with the updates. So you guys have a great night, and we'll talk soon. Take care now.